In this video, we'll be discussing how to answer a question that asks you to explain similarities or differences. That means using detailed knowledge to show how two things are either the same or different. Here's an example of a question. Explain two ways that being a student today in the UAE is different to being a student in 1971. Straight away you'll notice that there are two different periods that we need to compare, and the question is asking us about differences. When we start thinking about the question, we'll start thinking of different ideas. But it's important to rule out any areas that we might consider to be similarities, because this question is asking us about differences. So for this example, we'll discuss the changes that took place in school buildings and in lessons. As you may already tell, for this type of question, you need to discuss two ways that life was similar or different. Although for this example, we'll only be discussing differences. It's important to note though, that you need to show your knowledge as well. So use at least 3 specific examples of knowledge when you're discussing each similarity or difference. Here's a model answer. Feel free to pause the video at this point and read it at your own pace. But in simple terms, we fulfilled the success criteria by firstly identifying the ways that being a student today is different to being in the past. As discussed already, we've identified school buildings and lessons. By doing this in the first sentence, it's really clear to the reader. We've also included at least 3 specific examples of evidence that show that difference between the past and the present, as shown in red. So there you are. For this type of question, just make sure you understand if you have to discuss similarities or differences. You can only discuss one of them. You'll have to give 2 examples, explaining both in detail. Good luck.